I'm trying to remember. This one I think is also from House, Moon, and Castle, but I have no idea.
Isn't that his other form?
Oh, I didn't even realize. I'm so used to the plot. What's up, guys?
It's been recording for like the past 20 seconds.
So,
Okay.
I'm over here with Alec. I'm MidnightBreeze, and we're gonna be doing a tier list of best potential, not crushes, but best potential
Husbands.
husbandos.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Oh, are we taking turns?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we go ahead and just start with that right there?
Yeah.
There we go. That is a sight for sore eyes to get out of here, you know, and stuff. I don't want to see that, no.
Yeah.
Okay. In the meantime, let's go ahead and just like look at characters. I have no idea who this is.
Me neither.
Okay. Then we're gonna put him in F.
Okay.
I don't know who that is either.
I think he's like the devil, so we should put him in
Okay,
F.
F, yeah, no, I don't know who that is.
Me
I know a very
neither.
select amount of these.
I mean, it's a Titan, so no.
So I'm gonna say that's a pretty bad no. What about Aaron?
No.
Okay, you would say F?
Yeah.
Okay. Oof. This one? F is like scumbag.
He doesn't deserve an F, but like...
An E? I don't know who this is, so explain attributes then.
So...
I know so few of these.
Well, I haven't read the manga, but all I know really of Choso is that he's like has a blood ability and
Where's he from though?
JJK. He like says that he's like Itadori's long lost brother or something. But like I haven't really seen much of him to know for sure.
Just for that, yeah, I wouldn't say an F. I'd say probably like an E.
Yeah.
Simply because I don't, if he is related to Itadori or not, I could probably get in contact with Itadori through him.
Yeah.
Give that poor boy a nice big hug. He needs some.
Oh yeah.
So, I do know who this is. Do you?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say F.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm glad we don't simp over.
No.
Over.
I do have a friend who used to have a crush on that guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I can only see if they were thinking from like an attractive, like potential look standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty good leader. I mean, he's evil, but he's a good leader, and for his group,
Yeah.
right? But I don't see him treating anybody well.
Right.
Okay,
I don't know who that is.
you don't know Denji
No.
from Chainsaw Man?
I haven't seen Chainsaw Man.
Okay. So, I definitely I'm not sure where I'd put him. So he's a flirt and stuff. He's kind of like, but not like not what is it called? Minorita, I can't say his name. Not that type, more of like a Denki type of a flirt and stuff.
Okay.
From like My Hero Academia
Oh.
and stuff. So he's more kind of like that. He basically is kind of like Denki and stuff.
Okay.
Bad part is though, or good part, depends on how you feel. I don't know. Some people are like, wow, that's amazing. Is he can turn into this massive chainsaw monster and he kills a bunch of things. So, I would say that
No.
the fact, well, chainsaw monster or not, the fact that he flirts would definitely put me off. Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, you gonna cheat?
Yeah.
So, but he is actually a really funny dude.
Okay.
So he's sweet. For me, I'd probably put him in C.
Okay.
Where do you think you would put him?
Yeah, I'll probably C.
Okay. Cause yeah, he's a main character, so he can't go below a C unless he's really awful.
I see one that I legitimately used to have a crush on.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this Eren again?
Yeah.
But just not Titan form?
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm trying to remember this guy's name. Because I know he's from Attack on Titan, but I don't remember.
Erwin?
Okay. But do you remember anything about Erwin?
No.
Okay. I'm going to put him in E just because we have too many people in F, to be honest. But,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this guy. I recognize him, and I just remember him being creepy, and I'm pretty sure he likes to torture people.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. Get out of here. Did he go there? Is he gone? Where did he go?
Oh yeah, I don't know where he went.
Here he is.
Oh.
Okay. I was like, man, he's just existing anyways. Is this ghetto?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna put ghetto, Alec?
No.
Okay.
F.
F.
I mean,
I'd put him in E because he was good at one point.
Yeah, I guess. I shipped him with Gojo, not with me.
Okay. What about Giyu?
Above C, but I wouldn't personally be with him.
So I agree. I think, to be honest, I like the personality because I think it's interesting. Like, I think it's cute. But also I know that if I was living around that constantly, I'd get extremely annoyed.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, just communicate, please.
Yeah.
So probably B, to be honest, partially just because of looks as well. Gojo.
Oh.
Where would you put Gojo?
Probably also B.
B? Really? You'd put him that high up?
Or maybe C. I don't know.
I was gonna put him like D.
Oh, really?
Yes. So I feel like he is extremely attractive, right, and stuff, just because the eyes, honestly, the eyes are really pretty. But also, I feel like, I think it's been said, even in the manga, that he could not ever get into a proper relationship with a woman because he has admitted that he would cheat on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And stuff, and I'm like, well, that really puts me off. And then I would hate how arrogant how arrogant he is. How arrogant, yeah.
Okay.
So D is literally only because of his looks. And
Okay.
because he likes sweets. Sweets gets points, in my opinion.
Okay.
I have no idea who this is.
Me neither.
Okay, we're gonna put them in E.
Oh!
Yo! Okay, he's awesome, though. He's like man-wife material,
Yeah.
really, honestly.
Yeah.
He can be really sweet. He can be kind of annoying at times, but really sweet and stuff. Where would you put him?
I haven't actually seen the movie.
What?
I just know that he's, like, sweet.
Bro, you don't even know much about How's... I'm just putting it here for now.
Yeah.
How's Moving Castle?
I've heard of it.
Where would you put from what you learned?
Probably, yeah, B.
B?
Or A.
I'd put him A, yeah. Sorry. I can't believe I just put Hal over Giyu. Giyu is, like, the best. I don't know, maybe I'll move Giyu to... No, I'm gonna keep him to B. I just love Giyu anyways. I'm trying to remember... This one I think is also from How's Moving Castle, but I have no idea.
Isn't that his other form?
Oh, I didn't even realize. I'm so used to the plot. Okay, yeah. Who is this guy, though?
I don't even remember.
We're gonna put him E. Kurapika.
So, I used to have a crush on him.
Okay.
But I don't... He would not be a good partner, realistically.
I don't think he'd be a good partner. I do feel like he would be a good, like, dad or a mom. Honestly. I don't feel like he'd be a good dad, because I feel like if he was a dad, he'd go revenge. But if he was a mom character, then he'd be mom.
Yeah.
But as a partner, not really.
No, he goes slay Oreo all the time.
Where do you think you would put him, though?
C.
C? Okay.
Which, like, my 14-year-old self is sobbing, but...
You're 14 yourself. It's like, no! I'm sorry, I have to do this real quick. Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, that was annoying me. Okay, L.
He wouldn't be a good partner
Is
either.
it L for you?
He would also ghost me.
I don't know. I feel like it would be good kind of for me. It would eventually get annoying, but I think it'd be funny to see, like, kind of the very extroverted but very introverted and stuff. Like, I think I'd help him with cases, and then I'd make him food because he needs to eat. But then I feel like that's almost acting a little bit more like mom than actually partner. Yeah. Because I don't think he'd be getting me flowers and nothing.
No.
I think he'd be like, oh, I got you this severed finger or something. I'll be like, what? And he's like, it was a part of the case. It was the only thing I could grab. And I'm like, what? So I'd probably put him in E. No, D, maybe?
Yeah, D, probably.
Okay. L and D. Okay.
Oh, that's also not a good...
So...
Oh.
For me, that's an F.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we... This is such a random picture of him. We have Leorio. I actually think that... I think on his own and stuff, when he wasn't with anyone and stuff, he's kind of like Denji or Denki and stuff. Yeah. A bit of a flirt. Maybe even... Definitely worse than Denki, because he's...
Yeah.
More gropey.
Yeah.
But I feel like if he actually got into a relationship, he probably would be a lot more...
Yeah.
Faithful for some reason. He gives me that kind of like a vibe. I do think he'd be a pretty good dad. I think he'd be an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
But where do you think you would place him?
Probably C.
Okay, I was thinking so as well. And then we have Levi.
Everyone Sims over Levi.
I would say he makes a very good housemaid. I'm not gonna lie, I hate cleaning, so that would be like a big plus for me.
I guess, yeah.
And I think that the idea that he'd be really strict with everybody, but then sweeter with like one specific person, even if it wasn't necessarily me or something, or even with like a child, you know, and stuff. I think that would be a sweet idea. Yeah, I don't know. It's actually pretty high on potential partner.
Okay.
Simply just because like there's good attributes with it and stuff. Like you can be strict and stuff, but you can also be like caring at times. Ish. Where would you put him?
Maybe B.
Okay. I was actually thinking A, even though I don't have a crush on him, simply because of the attributes there is. But did you just correct it? You put it in A? You chose to do that. I didn't move that. That was you. What do you mean, oh?
Okay, that's fine.
Megami?
Oh.
Where would you put him? He's got a lot of trauma, man.
So, like, he's better than a lot of these, but I wouldn't really be with him. Because I deal with enough depressed people in my life, so... Oh, yeah. So I wouldn't wanna... Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say D. I was gonna say C, but I'd actually say D because it's kind of a negative attribute. The fact that he can really bring you down by talking about a lot of trauma and stuff. And then we have...
Oh, Nanami!
This specific
man.
A
lot of people like Nanami.
I don't know too much about him. I know that he's buff.
I'd honestly also put him in D because Nanami's also very depressing to be around.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was like sometimes pretty fun to be around.
I mean, he's funny, but he's kind of like complains about his life a lot.
Oh, okay. Then D, yeah. Oof, we're so tough. I have no idea who this is.
Me neither.
But I'm gonna put him in S tier because he looks like the one, what is it called? He looks like, where is it called? When you get the what is that called? When you get Rickrolled. He looks like he's a Rickrolling person.
That's why you put him in S?
Because, yeah, he looks like the one guy from the Rickroll video.
Rick Astley?
I guess.
Okay.
Now we'll put him in B.
Okay.
It's a joke way.
Okay.
I don't know either of these two characters.
This kind of just looks like an edited version of Howl.
Let's put it in F.
Okay.
And then that guy has a jawline for days, which is kind of crazy.
I think that's Kilo's dad.
Oh my gosh. Wait, actually, pause. Okay.
Okay.
Hear me out.
Oh no!
I'm not talking about age or anything like that. I'm talking about the fact that, oh wait, no, I think it was actually his grandpa, not his dad. Never mind. Okay, the grandpa, no, wait, let me explain.
Okay.
I'm not talking about their age or anything like that,
Okay.
okay? I'm talking about the fact that, the grandpa was actually nice. So like when Gon came over and stuff like that, like when the dad and the mom were being freaking crazy, the grandpa was like slapped him. He was like, "Shut up, you little idiots!" You know, like these are guests. As much as we're assassins, we're also people.
Yeah.
And stuff. And then the dad was like, "No, I want to kill him." So for the dad, get him out. But for the grandpa, just for that personality trait, definitely not as like a partner. Yeah. But just he's a much nicer person, so I'd probably put it like the grandpa in like a D, not because of age or anything. Okay, I need to explain that. People are gonna listen to this. What do you think of this man?
Oh no, F.
F?
Yeah. Like I know he has the tattoos and stuff, but like he's gonna kill me.
Okay, hear me out.
What?
Only on the fact that screw him, but if he turned back into Yuji, I'd want to give him a big old hug.
Okay.
I feel like Yuji would actually be a pretty good partner.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a funny partner and stuff, but why don't they have Yuji on here? They just have...
Oh, wait, you know who the best partner would be out of all the JJK people?
Who?
Yuta.
Bro. No, you couldn't talk much.
What do you mean?
Wait, am I thinking of a different Yuta? Am I thinking of a different thing?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. Okay.
Oh, I think you're thinking of 𝔫𝔦𝔱𝔢𝔢𝔬𝔰🔱🐫.
Yes, I'm thinking of him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a dum-dum. Oh yeah, actually Yuta is like the cutest, honestly.
Yeah.
For real, for real. Okay.
I mean, you see the way he treats Rika, like...
Okay, now we got the Scar Kings. So...
Oh, yeah.
Isn't this just also Toji?
No, that's Toto. He's the
Toto?
one obsessed with the idol.
What idol?
I don't remember her name, but he's like kind of a running gag in JJK
Okay.
where he's like obsessed with this like J-pop idol.
Oh wait, is he the one who asked them what their favorite
Yeah.
female character was,
Yeah.
and then immediately Yuji was just like, I like Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
And he respected it because of the ass or something.
Or yeah.
Okay, S tier. No, I'm joking. That isn't.
That
I don't
was
know.
funny.
I'd put him C
Okay.
for that moment.
Okay.
For that moment, he's not afraid to talk about people, you know, and stuff.
Yeah.
This one
Oh.
is a deadbeat father.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, Zuko is actually so cute though. I mean, once he redeems himself,
Yeah.
he's really nice. He was so sweet to I forget what the one girl's name was, but when they were together.
Katara? Or May?
May, yes. He was so
Oh.
sweet to May when they were together. And May was really crappy to him.
Yeah.
There is trauma though.
Yeah. And anger issues.
But he would be very good at protecting you, I'd say. And
Yeah.
I definitely think that he wouldn't be anything like his father
Yeah.
and stuff.
Maybe B.
B.
Yeah.
Okay. There is no S tier except for Yuta. Yuta is just here in memory.
But the thing with that is, I say that, but he's also my son, so like...
Your son?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, you know in the Fictional Crushes video, I went on a whole thing about like...
Oh,
Yuta
the
and-
incest. What
The
do you...
Yuta and Maki are my kids, so I
Oh my gosh.
technically can't be with him, but he'd still be the best option out of all of them.
Bro. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna put Howl in S tier.
Okay.
Because Howl is pretty awesome, to be
Yeah.
honest. No
Yeah.
surprise there. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.